Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start the drive with White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Opting to run again here with White. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Play action, now it's Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. He's got room at the 30, down the right sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Looking to throw. Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now back to the ground game with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Back to throw. Brady eluding the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on
the Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Operating from the gun, Brady escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, 26 yards. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is White on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Brady now on first down. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady going to throw. And this is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Brady gives this to White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Brady throwing complete here to Fournette. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the handoff, it's White. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing off.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight-ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.